Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome to the Equity Alerts midday training session. I am your host Kipp Cohen. It is Wednesday the 26th of September 2018. I'm here for the next little less than an hour to provide you guys with training on the clear lines indicator running on the Medved Trader platform. If you have questions, now would be the time to get them through. Patricia says, I have the new popper dropper. One section I figured out is portfolio and not a watch list, correct? I mean, they can be either or. you can... Here's the difference. Yes, one needs to be a portfolio. Actually, let me go to the popper dropper layout. So I have under File, Load Layout, popper dropper layout 2. Oh, see, the problem is you can't see both my monitors when I'm on recording. That's okay. You'll see most what you. So this window right here is considered a port. Actually, it is. Is it a watch list? Or hold on. I think it's a watch list. What the difference is a portfolio basically gives you different additional data that you don't get. So hold on. Let me. Hold on. Main. Hold on. So this is a watch list. Okay. This is a watch list. These are both watch lists. They're both in different formats. Okay. Portfolio is going to look like this because you're going to have information. The portfolio. Think of it this way. Okay. Portfolio allow you to view stocks that you currently own or put in. I think you can actually put in pricing, you know. You can put in prior price information to track a portfolio of stocks. That's the main difference. Okay, these are both watch lists. They're just different types of layouts. So one is laid out like that's not what I wanted to do. View. One is laid out in the standard grid. Okay, that's this top one. That's the standard grid. The other one is laid out in the simple 2 tile simple 2. Okay, they're just different layouts, but they're both these are both watch lists. Does that make sense? It's just the way I've formatted each of them. One section I figured out is portfolio and not a watch list. Correct. Yes. No. These are actually both. They're both two different forms of watch lists. You show symbol, ask, but how do we populate? You have to make sure your list has symbols in it. I guess this technically is a portfolio. It says portfolio. No? Oh, it says portfolios. They're all portfolios. It's just a watch. But you have to populate. You have to put symbols in. So do you not have symbols up here right now? Do you have, you need to make sure you've added symbols into the portfolio, quote, portfolio or watch list. The new popper list 2 is what I'm referring to. The new popper list 2. I'm going to probably have to call you. I'm not sure what you're referring to. But you should have a drop down. You should be able to switch between lists. You cannot have two of the same list up at the same time. Like, see, that's daily watch list. You cannot have two daily watch lists up. But I can go to position watch list. See, now that's a different format. So I go back to my swing watch list because that's this format. So you may have to change the format of your list. Does that make sense? I will wait your call. All right. All right. What other questions do you have? Any other questions? We moved yesterday. We focused on moving around the windows. Don't really need to do that again today. So I think some of y'all were having a question about uploading. So I uploaded the down in the bottom corner of the alerts window. There's a file folder. Okay. If you click on that, it'll open a window. I downloaded today the popper dropper layout. If you check it, and then, hold on, let me move. And then click, hold on. Actually, I think if you just click on it, it should download it to your computer. Okay, and what it will do is it'll download it to your, I'm going to show you real quick. Hold on, let me move that back up. To your web browser. Or wherever your downloads go to. Now it won't let me move this. Hold on. So mine actually went to the bottom. I have another window open. Hold on. It went to the bottom. See down here? This is the bottom of my... Why won't it let me move this window? There we go. See, this is the bottom of my Chrome. It downloaded it here. That should take it to my downloads. Let me look real quick. Let me go to my downloads folder. Yeah, it took it to my downloads folder. So it should be there if you downloaded it. So this is my downloads folder, and you can see it loaded it came into my, so if I click on it, if I double click on it, what it's going to do is it's going to automatically open it up. I'm not going to do that because I already have it installed. But if you click on it, it should send it to your downloads folder. Okay? Try that for those of you that want it, and then it should actually populate it onto your screen. Here, let's do it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this. Whoops. I'm going to go to a different layout. Let's go to the active trader layout. And then I'm going to go back to my downloads folder, and I'm going to double click. Hold on. All right, so again, popper dropper layout. This is the one I just downloaded today, 9/26. Right, so I'm going to double click that and see what happens. It automatically opens up the popper dropper layout on my screen. Whoops. So you should see it if you clicked on it. If you clicked on that file from the bottom, let me show you again. If you click down here in the bottom right corner of the webinar window, and you double click, I think you just click once. Either click once or twice. If you click on the file, it'll download it to your computer, to your downloads folder, and then double click on it from the downloads, and it should load that layout for you. And then you have to go back and save it. Make sure you save it once it's downloaded to your computer. Does that make sense? And then you should have this layout on your computer. And then what you'll want to do is you'll want to go and click Save Layout, and then make sure you name it Popper Dropper Layout. Type in Popper Dropper Layout, right? And click Save. I'm not going to save it because I already have it. But this is the layout that I created for you guys, that is stored on the computer, on the webinar window. That's this layout right here. Let me know if did anybody try that? Did it work for you? The only issue you might have, here's the one issue. If you downloaded the Popper Dropper layout, it's set up for a multi-monitor system. If you have one monitor, 3 of the windows are going to be stuck over the main window. So you're going to have to really squeeze things in and readjust the sizes. But if you have multiple monitors, you should be able to just lay it out. Once you get it laid out, here's the really important thing. Once you get it laid out the way you want to, you need to save your layout again so it remembers exactly all the changes that you made. It's very important that you remember this. Anytime you move or readjust a layout a certain way, you need to resave it or it won't remember that. Especially if you're using multiple monitors. This process worked on my laptop to download, but won't download on my multi-screen desktop. I already sent you an email. All right, I'll have to get with you afterwards. But yes. Again, you got to resave it. File, save layout. Popper Dropper 2 layout. Anytime you make any changes, you got to save it. All right, what else? What other questions do we have about the platform? If I don't have any more questions, I'll end the recording here, and then we'll just go for the next 30 on whatever you want to talk about. Yes, no, maybe. Okay. All right, so we're going to end the recording here, and then we'll just spend the next 30 minutes on watching the market. All right, thanks, guys.